This is Ken Simonson, Chief Economist for AGC of America. I want to report on this week's AGC coronavirus survey and the impact that the pandemic is having on construction firms. This week we had nearly 1,300 responses. If you were among them, thank you very much. It's really helping us stay informed about the impacts and how they're evolving. For instance, 26% of respondents said that a government executive, such as a governor or a city or county official, or a state or local or federal agency, had ordered a halt to construction that affected them. That was up from 18% a week ago. Even more dramatic, more than half of the firms, 55%, said that an owner, including a public agency having a project done directly for it, had ordered a halt to projects underway or canceled newly expected upcoming work. That 55% compares to 39% of firms a week ago. That's not necessarily the count of projects, but it does show that most firms are being affected to some degree at least. In terms of what sorts of things were causing disruption or delay to projects, this week 59% of firms said that things were being delayed by one cause or another. That 59% was up from 45% a week ago. The most frequent reasons cited was a shortage of materials, parts, or equipment, including personal protective equipment. Over a third of the firms said that that had caused delay or disruption, and that compared to less than a quarter of the firms just a week ago. In addition, more than a quarter of the firms said that they were experiencing a shortage of craft workers, or their subcontractors were. We also heard that there had been a slight increase from 35% of firms to 38% in companies that were being told by their suppliers to expect a delay or cancellation of orders. In terms of firms getting additional work, there was a small growth in that. 13% of respondents said that they were now working on one or another type of additional project, typically a medical facility, a clinic or testing site, or in the case of highway contractors, a small fraction of them, about 2%, said that they were able to accelerate work because lanes were being closed for more hours or they were able to get to the project for more hours. We had also asked about whether the firms were able to maintain the same headcount as before. Only 2/3 of the firms have the same headcount. About a quarter of the firms said that they had had to furlough or terminate job site workers. And some of those firms, a total of 16%, which included some that had terminated job site workers, have had to terminate other workers, such as office workers. Thank you again for participating in this week's survey. It clearly shows that construction, while it was keeping going better than some other industries earlier, is rapidly having to adapt to shut down projects or deal with shortages of equipment and workers.